Hi everyone, let's do a check-in with the Divine Masculine this morning just to see how he's feeling. What I want to do is see how he's feeling generally, but then have a look at what messages he wants to send you, Divine Fems. So let's see. Let me know if this resonates with you. Please leave some comments down below. It'd be great to hear from you. And I always appreciate your likes. Oh my goodness. The cards are lively, so let's get going. Spirit, how is the Divine Masculine today, please? Okay, we have door to personal healing and happiness. Oops, a daisy. I told you the cards were lively. How is the Divine Masculine feeling today, please? How is the Divine Masculine feeling today? Yeah, all tied up. Interesting. How is he feeling? How else is he feeling? Spirit. Victory. Yeah. I'm going to put that there because the Deceit card came out with it. Oh, look what's on the bottom of the deck. Look. He's the man holding the heart. Please take this reading as it resonates with you. I do use the terms he and she during this reading, but obviously it's not gender specific. It's about the energy. So let's get started. How is he feeling at the moment? The Divine Masculine at the moment is looking for his door to personal healing and happiness, basically. I think he's doing a lot of soul searching at the moment. I think he's looking at a way forward. It's almost like, I mean, this card fascinates me because it's almost like he feels like he's inside a room looking out at happiness in the distance. And that's a really interesting feeling because it feels like he's not happy right now. And certainly when I look at the other cards that have come up, you know, that sort of verifies that he's actually... It's odd because in some ways that you could say that, you know, there's growth here that makes it look like it's in a he's in a garden anyway. But I don't feel that. I feel that there's darkness around him, and I feel that he's in somewhere, as I say, trying to look out at a situation and feeling that things could be a lot happier somewhere else. The fact that we have this dove here makes me think that he's still looking for how he can get to that love, okay? Because it's certainly not where he is right now. Very interesting. There's water lilies here. I love water lilies. They're my absolute favourite. Absolute favourite. Not that you needed to know that, but I thought I'd throw it in. Okay, so yes, you know, I said that he was in this darkened room, and look at the card that came out next. This Divine Masculine is feeling trapped in whatever circumstances he's in at the moment. Now, this could be anything. It could be regarding where he's living. It could be regarding the job that he's doing. It could be regarding financial circumstances. It could be regarding, you know, if he's in a karmic relationship, for example, it could be that. Whatever it is, it's not making him happy. He feels very, very trapped by these current circumstances, which is why I was sensing that he was inside looking out at where his happiness is, you know? So, and what was fascinating was that the victory card came out, but it came out with deceit. And it's almost like, they've just said to me, mask. It almost is like the current situation he's in, he's pretending, but he's not being honest about how he's actually feeling. You know, to the outside world, everything's looking glorious. Everything's looking, you know, golden and, you know, like he's presenting as though he's really achieved something in his current circumstances, or maybe he's for some of the Divine Masculines, maybe they're just saying, do you know what, actually I'm doing quite well, when in actual fact underneath it he's stressing about things because he's not being honest. He knows he's not being honest about a situation, certainly not being honest about his feelings there. So it was really powerful that those two cards came out at the same time, because that gave us a clearer insight into what's going on for him. you know. But like I said, the bottom of the deck, we have man holding the heart, you know. So I get the feeling that he's trying to be in his heart space, that in some ways there's a bit of a delusional aspect going on there, that he's trying to pretend that everything's okay, but in actual fact he's feeling very trapped and looking for a way to happiness. I'm going to leave that way up for the moment. I don't even know if you can see it on camera. No, you can't. I'm leaving it here. If my arm goes over there and I do that, you know that I'm pointing to something you can't see. I do tell you though. Right, let's just get some tarot and have a look at these cards in more depth. So, what is going on with this door to personal healing and happiness, Spirit? What's the feeling here? Again, we get the Devil card coming up. You know, earlier we had the Deceit and now we have the Devil. Look at the look of these two people. They look identical. So, yeah, you know, he knows that things aren't as straightforward as he needs them to be. And he knows that, you know, he's having to do things in quite a devious way. I feel like there's some planning going on. I feel like he's trying to find his way to this pure love, this happiness, which of course we all know will be with you, Divine Femme. You know, the pure love, the pure happiness is with his Divine Feminine. He can't get away from that. It's, you know, it's divinely led. But he's being very devious. We already know that because we know he's pretending in his current circumstances. So that's kind of interesting. And why is he feeling trapped then, Spirit? What is it that's making him feel trapped? What is it that's making him feel trapped? He feels heartbroken about a situation. He's very unhappy. Look at this. He feels tied up. He feels trapped. It's almost as though the situation that he's currently in, as I say, whether it's where he chose to live, whether it's financial, whether it's another person, it's almost like he made that choice thinking it would bring him happiness, but now he feels trapped and he's very distressed about the decision he made. You know, the Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak. We have one very unhappy Divine Masculine here. And that has nothing to do with you, Divine Feminine, because it has to do with where he's at the moment, you know. In some ways, he knows that you are that pure white dove in the first card we saw. And, you know, some of his unhappiness will be about, gosh, you know, I've messed this up. How on earth am I going to get to my Divine Feminine now after all the hassle, you know? So let's have a look at the defeat and victory message we had here. Interesting, I said defeat, and it is deceit on the card. So maybe he is feeling defeated. For some of the Divine Masculines, the fact that I said that card without realising, that card? Seriously? That word without realising, you know, actually means that, you know, he is feeling quite defeated. He doesn't know quite what to do. Yeah, and here he is full of love. You know, we have him, the man holding the heart. We had that earlier. And, you know, he's very much in his heart space. But, you know, the King of Cups is you know, someone who keeps his emotions to himself. You know, he's got all that love there. He's got so much love to give. But again, there's this feeling of isolation, this feeling of, you know, I'm going to keep those emotions to myself, actually, because it's too scary to be open about them, you know. Let's have another card for that, Spirit. What's he going to do moving forward, though? It's all very well with his loving energy. We know he has loving energy. But how's he going to get around that? What's he going to do? Yeah, look, wishes will be fulfilled. You know, he is going to find his way out of that energy of keeping his emotions to himself, yeah, because he's ready to put down these burdens. Interestingly, I don't know if, for those of you who have a divine masculine in a karmic relationship at the moment, I tend to do a karmic read on a Sunday, and these two cards, I believe, certainly this one came up, and I'm pretty sure that one came up too. I may be getting my wires crossed, but I'm fairly sure they came up in regards to the divine masculine. So, you know, that's more sort of confirmation from spirit that he has all these emotions here that he's keeping to himself. He is going to find a way through that. You know, there is going to be this wish fulfillment coming through for him. He is going to receive some guidance. For some reason, this black cat is standing out to me in this card, which it doesn't usually, but it really is today. And it's almost like Spirit have just said guidance. So at the moment, the divine masculine are being very guided through this current situation. It's time for him to put down his burdens. He's been through enough, and he will find his way. So, you know, him dreaming of what's outside this doorway, he's got his wish fulfillment coming. So let's see what he wants to tell the divine feminine. What does he want to tell the divine feminine? Let's just get some of these first, and then we'll do tarot after. What does the divine masculine want to tell the divine feminine, please? Thank you. He knows it's been going on for a long time. He knows this is a never-ending story. He knows that this is divinely led. He knows that there is, this is something that has gone through, they've just said the echoes of time. But you know, what we're saying here is this is about your soul contracts that were made before you even came to earth, you know, the two of you. So the divine masculine is saying, you know, I know that we have this connection, and I know for you it may feel like this has been going on a long time, and I thank you for waiting for me. I thank you for waiting, you know. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying to you, you know, all divine feminines need to sit there and wait for their divine masculine to get his act together. No, no, no. You know, you live your life, divine feminine, but, you know, he's acknowledging the fact that it has taken him a long time to try and see things with a bit more clarity. I'm looking forward to the clarification on that. I'll do that in a moment. Let's see what else. What else does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know, please? What else, please? I'm going to do that again because that just dropped. What else, please? Thank you. Deep knowing, yeah, like I said, he knows this is divinely led. He has that inner knowing. You know, he feels it. This is why you link with each other telepathically. He feels those deep emotions, and this is what's bringing him this heartbreak, because he knows he's in the wrong place, doing the wrong thing at the moment. What else, please? What else does he want the divine feminine to know, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, look. He has this understanding now. You know, I'm so pleased about this divine Fems, because for a long, long time, this divine masculine was in complete denial about his connection with divine feminines, with the divine feminine. But actually now, he knows it's only a matter of time that's bringing you together. He knows that he's going to get his wish fulfillment, because he's had that shift in his energy to, you know, and actually taken on board what Spirit is saying to him. He may not even consciously know that this is a subconscious reaction for a lot of the divine masculines, but for some of them, they're realising, they're developing the wisdom. I love the fact we have the owl in the deep knowing card, because he's developing this wisdom about this connection. Let's do some tarot and see which tarot shall we use? Let's do these. Oops. What can you tell us about the never-ending story, Spirit? What does he mean when he talks about the never-ending story? What other information can you give us? Okay, we have 2 cards together. Yeah, look, he knows that it's been going on forever, and his reaction to this is he just wants to rush in. He wants to rush in and he wants to claim your happy future. He wants to build that foundation with you. You know? This is very much a celebratory card as well, and he wants to come in and have that celebration with you, but it's also about this wonderful security that goes around it, and this passion. Because look at the way, I love this particular card, because look at the way the 4 wands are bound with this beautiful flower garland here. You know, it's his stability. He's yearning for the stability and, you know, the passion that you bring him. He wants that firm foundation, you know, that family life that he can only get with you, Divine Femme. So what is the deep knowing? Tell us more about what he wants to do regarding this deep knowing. Yeah, he wants to hold on to it. He does not want to lose you, Divine Femme. Look how he's holding on to this wand here. He may have other offers. There may be people around trying to pull him in different directions, but he actually knows what he wants now. He's very clear and he's determined to hold on to it. He's just finding the best way to do that at the moment. So what does he feel about the fates, that this is fated, Spirit? Yeah, this is what the delay is. Again, you know, we've talked about delays a lot because divine timing is crucial in a twin flame relationship. So he wants to hang on to you, but in terms of, you may say, well, hang on, if he wants me so badly, why isn't he with me? You know, trust me, I know that feeling. But he wants to come in with a solid offer. Yes, he wants to be the Knight of Swords on one hand because his gut instinct is, oh, I've got to go rushing in because, you know, what if my Divine Femme, you know, finds somebody else, or, you know, what if she doesn't want me anymore, or I want to go rushing in and solve this. But he knows that he has got to come in with a solid offer because you've waited a long time, Divine Femme. He knows he's got to come in with something worthwhile. And when I say something, I don't mean necessarily, you know, he's going to come in with something tangible like the words wouldn't come out then. Material, I should have said, rather than tangible, because Spirit's stopping me from speaking now. He knows that, you know, it's not about him coming in with something like, you know, money or diamonds or something, you know, a flashy car or anything like that. He knows he's got to come in with a strong offer. He knows that he's got to come in with something tangible. For some of you, it will be about him bringing a gift, but it's about the solidity of it. Something that's going to bring security and something solid. He doesn't want to mess you about anymore. So, yes, he's hanging on to, you know, hanging on to you and choosing you above others, but he knows he's got to come forward with this solid offer because there's been too much time passed. One more, please, Spirit. Can we have one more? What else does the Divine Masculine want to tell the Divine Feminine? Oh, I just love these so much. Look, he wants to be your emperor. He's ready to step up. I love that. I love that. So even though he's sort of thinking in knight energy at the moment, he knows that when he comes in with this solid offer, he's got to stand in his power and he's got to step up, you know? And that is what the delay is at the moment. He has to get it right. This is how he's feeling at the moment. And this is what he's working on. So, you know, if your Divine Masculine is not with you, it's not because he doesn't want to be. It is simply because he's getting himself in exactly the right place to present himself as the Emperor we know he is. And look at this on the bottom of the pack. Five of Swords. He's ready to fight for this, Divine Femme. And, you know, for some of you, you won't have seen this before. You know, I certainly haven't seen this before in my twin flame relationship. But he's ready to fight. He's ready to fight and to step up to become your Emperor. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I love that. I'm going to leave that here today because I only wanted this to be a short reading, and I think it sort of says it all, really. So let me know if you enjoyed this short reading, and yeah, as I say, any likes, comments are really appreciated. If you haven't subscribed already, please do join us. Please, please, please do join us. We love having you on board. And it also helps, obviously, YouTube to, and with the algorithm and all that jazz. So, yeah, have a beautiful day, Divine Femmes, and I will catch up with you all soon. Take care.